Every spring, the desert wildflowers draw visitors to Borrego Springs. But this year, there's also a much bigger attraction, giant metal sculptures of animals dating back 3 million years. And it's all because of a multimillionaire's passion for the desert's prehistoric past. Borrego Springs is in a desert. It's home to some 3,000 people. Assorted cacti, bighorn sheep, jackrabbits, rattlesnakes, and a family of prehistoric gomphotheres. That's right. The relatives of the woolly mammoth are back where they actually lived some 3 million years ago.
It's quite something to come out and see this.
And this is the man who made it all possible. Kearney Mesa businessman and multimillionaire Dennis Avery.
But as our personal project, we have decided to make three-dimensional recreations of our original inhabitants of Borrego Springs.
This is what the Borrego Valley looked like millions of years ago during the Pliocene era. It was a lush jungle where saber-toothed tigers, giant birds, turtles, and the gomphotheres thrived. And now these creatures are making a comeback. Driving along Borrego Springs Road, you can almost hear them calling from Goleta Meadows. Drivers slow down, making sure they're not looking at some kind of mirage on the desert floor. But they're real. And since their arrival in April, they've been the talk of the town.
Oh yes, big news in Borrego. This is the hot spot to be.
The curious travel from far and near to stand by the animals from another time.
It's surprising. You go driving down the road and then you see something like this. Of course you have to stop and look.
And this is what they find after trekking across the sand. 2 massive freestanding sculptures, roughly 12 feet tall and 20 feet long. And a smaller gomphothere, predecessors to our modern-day elephants. Over time, they'll rust, and that will only enhance the realism.
How about that when you want to
2-year-old Lydia wasn't shy about going right up to the towering figures.
I came out to show my granddaughter these beautiful sculptures.
The artist created lifelike details on the sculptures, like the strands of metal on the tails, the craftsmanship on the trunks, and just look at the eyes and the eyelashes. And this is the man who combines texture, proportion, and dimension to give realism to his sculptures, Ricardo Brazeda.
It takes weeks to do it. With time, you come out with something good.
The former construction welder and owner of Paris's Jurassic Park uses drawings of the prehistoric animals for accuracy. And he's thrilled that people like his artwork.
If people enjoy it, if people like my art, it's made my day. That's all I want.
Each sculpture begins with a frame. Then Ricardo finds the right piece of metal. Finally, the pieces are fitted together like a jigsaw puzzle.
We just started. We just put out 3 of them, and people took an enormous interest in it.
Avery says this is just the beginning. Avery owns land in Borrego, lots of land, around 3 miles worth.
This basin, there's no other place in North America that has as many fossils of the last 7 million years.
Avery estimates he'll spend at least $100,000 on his project.
Each month or so, we'll be placing several dozen extinct species out there in 3-dimensional form.
For now, the prehistoric sentinels stand secure in concrete, waiting for the others to join them.
Giant turtles, giant sloths, 10-foot-tall camels,
and a pair of saber-toothed tigers. Avery says he hopes the sculptures motivate learning.
We have nothing to sell other than interest, and we'd like to share it. And apparently it's going to happen.
As for the artist, well, he says he's just glad he didn't follow his mother's advice.
Nobody's gonna buy these things. Why you don't find something else?
Last Saturday, more sculptures were added, including 2 elephants, 2 saber-toothed tigers, 5 turtles, and coming soon, camels and llamas. If you'd like more information about the sculptures and the artist, just go to CBS8.com and click on the Hot button.